Is the story of how good intentions created one of the greatest failures in modern history. For decades, billions of dollars have flowed into Africa as foreign aid.
The intention was simple: give money, reduce poverty.
Since the 1960s, aid to Africa increased more than 100 times.
Yet poverty remains deeply entrenched.
What if helping is actually hurting?
In the 1960s, aid was born with optimism.
If they are poor, give them money.
Aid once worked in Europe. Within a decade, Europe surged.
But Africa was different.
States were built for extraction, not growth.
Aid money poured in by the billions.
Budgets became dependent on donors.
Citizens lost leverage over the state.
Billions vanished.
Projects were started, but never finished. Infrastructure decayed before it existed.
Aid replaced self-sufficiency.
Industry never took off.
But the real problem was deeper.
Development depends on institutions.
Without law, contracts mean nothing.
Without ownership, investment dies.
Power served the few, not the many.
Aid was captured at the top.
Billions disappeared through the system.
Malawi lived on aid, not taxes.
There was no backlash.
Citizens lost their power.
The same story played out everywhere.
Local enterprise collapsed.
Aid replaced markets.
Entire industries vanished.
Skills disappeared with jobs.
Aid made exports expensive.
Africa stopped selling to the world.
Others industrialized. Africa could not.
The system fed itself.
"60 years were lost."
But there is another way. Aid is not the answer. Institutions are. Trade builds dignity. Aid builds dependence. Industry creates wealth from within. Growth starts small. Ownership unlocks investment. Taxes restore accountability.
Power answers to people.
Human capital compounds. Infrastructure connects markets. Energy unlocks productivity.
Institutions changed everything.
Trade replaced aid. Capital followed stability.
Jobs break the cycle.
Prosperity spreads outward.
Aid became unnecessary.
Aid saves lives in emergencies.
Development must be built, not donated.
Africa's future is being written now.
True progress comes from within.
This story is not just about Africa.
Good intentions build bad systems.
Aid became an industry.
Failure had no consequences.
Compassion without structure fails.
The West blocked African trade.
Western farmers were protected.
The rules were never fair.
Aid delayed real change.
Giving felt good. It changed nothing. What if we help differently?
Trade creates partners, not dependents.
Access matters more than aid.
The talent was always there.
Investment came from within.
Accountability fuels growth. Dependency ended. This lesson applies everywhere. We must stop confusing charity with progress.
Africa does not need saving. It needs freedom.
Let that sink in.
This is not theory. These are lives.
Africa is not waiting. It is building.
We believed a simple story.
The results told a different story.
We were part of the problem.
Now we choose.
Support should strengthen, not replace.
This is what works. Power returned to the people.
The future belongs to them.
Change can happen faster than we think.
Development is not a zero-sum game.
Ask better questions. Demand better answers.
Thank you for staying to the end.
Next, the truth about global trade.
Subscribe for the next episode.
Most people stop watching here.
But the consequences continue.
Every day, more money arrives.
The system feeds itself.
Now that you know, what will you do?
Most people will forget this.
But some will act. Trade builds. Aid replaces.
Institutions change everything.
This future is possible.
But time is not free.
We already lost one generation.
Do not lose another.
This was preventable.
So remember this.
Charity feels good.
But it is not enough.
Development is hard.
And when done right, it works. True development is not charity. It is freedom.